Did you guys see the podcast? Did you love the idea of the influencer bag? Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. This is what I was able to find on a very short notice. So I ordered these on Wednesday. They got here yesterday. Now I'm doing the video. It's Saturday, November 16th. My daughter's birthday. So I'm gonna go through and show you the different things I found. So if you're wanting to search online for the influencer bags, kind of what to look for, price range, it would be easier if you do go to the store itself, and that way you can look and feel and touch. She said something like home goods. Now she was in Canada, so what Malin was showing you guys was what she found at a local place in Canada. I'm just going to show you the stuff that I found off of Amazon, and I will link these too, so you kind of have like you can see the sizes. I can tell you about the materials and all the I guess features of it, and then what I'm going to put inside of it. So this is a tool caddy, so TOOL caddy. So this is more that like thicker canvas material. When it came to me, it was down like this, so it is collapsible. Um, and then when you pull it up, it has a lot of the outside pockets. That was the feature that I really liked, the outside pocket. Thing I didn't like was that I wasn't able to get like the colors I wanted. The only one that was available right now was the black one. They did show it like a beige and a gray one. I wouldn't necessarily prefer the black, but it has a really good sturdy handle, and this top part is like that's a metal ring. So and so is and the bottom is not. So the bottom is just kind of a that cardboard in it. Okay, so this one was like $13.99. Of course, I have Prime, so I got it for free shipping. This other one was something different. This was a shower caddy. Now, again, I was looking for the pockets on the outside. I really liked that feature, but I wasn't able to find the canvas type material that she had, and I liked that it looked like a regular basket. So that may be something that maybe I didn't use my words in there in the search very correctly. But this one has a lot of pockets. There's two big pockets on the ends, and then these are really good sized pockets. I got this in purple and in green. At least with the purple, it was Scentsy. The green is something that I can use. It wasn't like let me show you guys. It's not like Christmas green, it's like the neon green. So this is how it came in a box. This is how it looked. So this one was like $11.99. It came rolled up. This picture is showing it really greener than I think it is. It's a little bit more yellow green. So you know how the camera kind of does a little bit of the difference of now this may look blue, but this is purple. So you see that this one's a little bit more yellow green. This is purple, even though it looks blue. And I don't have anything to compare it to. Like this is blue on here, even though it looks like dark gray. So again, you need to make sure that you are looking for some of the features. I wanted the outside pockets for the influencer bag. Now, if you guys didn't watch the podcast, some of this stuff is not going to make sense. So you really need to check out the podcast. You can go up to the top of wherever you're finding this. Make sure you're on my page and go to the podcast. It has its own little features. Podcast, and then you can go through the last one. It should be Malin Bowles. She did an amazing job. She has really just changed what we call our pouch parties, our bag parties, influencer bags, guys. Influencer kit. You can name it so many different things. Now, how do you fill it up? What do you find? Guys, I found stuff that was used. I don't know if you can hear it. There's probably about this much left. This is the counter clean. This is from my bathroom. This is the Sun Kiss Citrus. I also grabbed my bathroom cleaner. This one is the pineapple dragon fruit. Now this one's about halfway. This was one that I had opened specifically, and I gave out samples to my customers. This one's a little bit fuller. I think I combined two bottles, but I even put on this one, please return to bag, even if empty, because I had done what I called bag parties, and people were just taking a full one because I mistakenly put a full one in there because I didn't have any open ones that I felt like there was enough. Guys, we just need them to sample it. So if you have a brand new bottle, then make sure you're giving them a sample that they can keep or tell them that they need to return everything. So I'm going to kind of go through what I would do. Now, this is different than what Malin did. This is just how my mind processes and my mind works. So again, I got 2 different bags to kind of see what fit, what didn't fit, which ones I have to put in what. This one has a wider mouth. This does have the cloth handles. As you can tell, there's nothing metal in this. This is a shower caddy. This one was a collapsible tool bag. So again, I just said like canvas circle with pockets outside. I think that's how I originally searched because I wanted to find that cloth basket that she had. So we'll start with this one. Again, this one was the cheaper one. And on this, it looks like these slide in really good. Like this is really nice and slug. It slides in on the side. Now you want to make sure that you're kind of careful. I would turn these sideways so that way it's not accidentally sprayed somewhere. So I can easily put multiple of these. Trying to see if all yep. So they slide in and these are really snug. Again, I will link this down in the description if you guys want to find this exact one. Again, this came in multiple colors, but the 3 of these can fit on one side and they are snug. So they're not going to fall out. I did make sure that the nozzles are off to the side. Before I gave this to somebody, I'd probably unscrew this one and make sure that the nozzle was facing the same way. That's just me and my OCD. And that way the scents are listed on the outside. So when they pull it up, they can see it. So that's just one side. So the cleaning stuff, that's a really good idea for the influencer bags because it gives them something that they can do and talk about. The bathroom cleaner. So tell them to wipe down their sink or their counter with the bathroom cleaner. Tell them not to use it on the mirror because our bathroom cleaner on the mirror leaves streaks. Yeah. Or I'm sorry, the counter clean. Don't use counter clean on the mirror. But the bathroom cleaner, use it in your sink and on your nozzles and stuff. It's really great. It gives them a chance to use it. Counter clean, like kitchen. So kind of direct them towards the kitchen. Now, we had talked about these are in the consultant store. So these are bags. I had cut this one in half. It was this size. This is one I got in the whiff box. And I always keep these whenever I don't sell off the whiff box and I keep all this stuff on the inside. I really do like these because these are thicker. Now, if you don't have an order going in and you can't add these to the consultant store, I don't even know if they're available anymore, but this is what I got from the consultant store. You can also just put in a wash rag, maybe a one that you already have, or go to the dollar store and get a whole bunch of cheapy wash rags, like a kitchen wash rags and the bathroom wash rags. You can throw them in there. You can label them. You can tag them. However you want to do it, just so that they know first it's yours and second it needs to go back into the bag. So you can even put like clips on them. You can clip through there. And that way they come on here and they can clip it off, use it, put it back on here, say, I don't even care if it's dirty, just throw it back in here. Then, because that way you can just wash it and add it back. So the next thing I have is that this is one of the mini fan diffusers that I've had forever. It's been sitting here. Guys, if you have products sitting at your house, it's not making you any money. So use it. This is something I can just slide into one of the outside pouches. I could put them in a bag. But again, these just slide in. So I slid it in on the side. You can still see it. I put the cord with it. And then I got the new scent of the month for December. So I'm not sure if I'd give them this scent or if I do the one for this month, but only give them one. Only give them one. They're just sampling this. So only give them one. They could use it, not use it, whatever. I'm really kind of liking December's, but I think it's too Christmassy for me right now. It's more that woodsy, and I'm not really big on the woodsy. So I think this is, so this is last month's vanilla chestnut nut. So I would do, if I'm doing 2 bags, I put one of them in here, and then the other one I would put in a bag and label it. You can use your rub and sniff sticker to label the outside so it has the name on it. Make sure that your name is on everything. And just remind them that they just try it out, see what you think of it. Let me know. You can do a review in the bag. So I would throw one of these in here. Again, I'm only giving them one of these. That way it can be put in there. Depending on how long they use it, I can still reuse the pod a couple of times before the scent is gone. Another thing, scent circles. Guys, we were all talking about like they went to the 3 packs. Get your 3 packs. Get 3 bags. That means there's a scent circle in each one. That means when you're giving them to them, this is something they can keep. Put on there, you can keep, or have a list. I will show you my list here in a little bit, but throw this in the bag. If you want to do samples, make sure that I'm going to use the scent of the seasons. I'm going to give them 1 cube, but I'm not going to give them all the scents. I'm trying to decide, like, I think I may ask them what their favorite type of scent is and give them 1 cube of that one. And then the other ones I may do crinkle, just for enough it's in there that they can smell it, but it's not something necessarily that they get to a whole cube of each one of these, because that's 5 cents. Guys, I'm trying to be cheap without it being like cheap looking. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. And again, I'm not even going to do my fancy labels because that's a whole sheet. I'm probably just going to write it with my handwriting. If your writing does not, if your handwriting is not great, print it. Print it on something that you can tape it on, or that you can have a sticker sheets, full sheet. I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but all of it's coming to me really fast, and I want to make sure I get it out to you. What is the other things? Oh, I swear I had more stuff here somewhere. I had these. Oh, lotion. This is out of my bag. Focus. Focus. Is it focusing? There we go. So this is out of my bag for school, throwing it in here along with my room spray. I carry this in my backpack to school, so that way if I have to go to the bathroom, blue, and it's the new water base. And then I have my lotion. So I'm going to throw these in here. If I have other open ones, then I'll throw those in there too. If it's anything open, I'm just letting them sample it. They're keeping it for a week. It's got to be local, people. I'm not going to be shipping this whole thing like this to other people, not with the bag. But if I were to do this and it was someone who was not local, I wouldn't be sending the fan. I would condense down. I would put these in spray bottles, sample spray bottles, because this is the Scentsy Fresh. Now, another thing that Maylene did, which is a really good suggestion, is you need to know different things on activities for them to do. Now, she sends them out in a text to them, like, hey, so for the Scentsy Fresh, hey, don't forget you can spray your couch or your bedding in the morning. And then that way the scent is there all day. So that way they can try it. And you would send that text message in the morning. Hey, before you leave for work today, try spraying down your bed, or the night before, try spraying down your bed with that Scentsy Fresh and let me know what you think about it. Each product, you have something that you can ask or suggest, kind of like a how-to. Now, these are influencer bags. So tell them, hey, when you take that spray, make sure that you snap a picture of you spraying your bed. You don't even have to show your face. You can just show you spraying the mattress. If they're like, I don't want to show anybody my room, you'd be like, no big deal. Spray it on your couch, your dog bed, your cat bed, your kid's bed. I mean, you could make up their bed real quick and spray it, and that way it's not showing your bed. There's so many different tips that you can use for the Scentsy Fresh. If it's a rug, hey, spray it on the hallway rug and see if it makes the room smell different. Especially if that's where the dogs hang out or the cats hang out. I would do the same thing for if it was the counter spray, is that I would tell them, after they got home from work, I would send them a text message and be like, hey, I left a rag in there and it says the kitchen rag. Yeah, don't mix it up with the bathroom rag. And I would spray, just if you don't mind, just spray the counter, wipe it down in one little area and let me know what you think. Do you like the scent? And if they say yes or no, blah, 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 you'd be like, hey, did you also know it leaves a barrier? So it makes it easier and easier to clean each time. Boom, right there. There's 2 messages you can send. You're not cold messaging them because they have your bag. You can tell them the features of the products. And so you separate this out. You can do it like pre-scheduled in your head. You can pre-schedule it in your phone if you're an Android. You can pre-schedule the messages out so you can kind of like keep track or keep update. But that's the tips on these. On the bathroom one, same thing. You could send a message and be like, hey, go in there and spray your sink and let it sit for 5 minutes. And then go back in and wipe it down and let me know, like do it before and after you spray it. And then let me know what you think about it. Just honest opinions. If they don't like it, they don't like it. If it's like, oh, it took off some of it, but not all of it, the longer it sits, the better it works whenever it's like long-term, like soap scum, or if it's been there for a while. I just tell them if it's a really If there's a lot of buildup, then leave it on there longer and let it do its work. It's amazing stuff, guys. If you've not used this on your bathroom, I'm telling you. So those are just some things to send out. Tell them about what this is. Honestly, I thought everybody knew, but not everybody knew about the trees. Now, this one is that very snowy spruce. So this is the replacement of that tree that goes in their car. I would just tell them, hey, you see the string in there? Like you can put it on on your on the mirror. Oh my gosh, I'm really going blank. On the mirror in your car, and that way it sends up your car. But maybe they don't drive, or maybe they don't have their own car. Maybe it's their husband's car, or maybe they're sharing a family car or whatever. You can also give them the extra tips. That's what Maylin has said. Where other places they can hang these, like in a closet. It can be hung into especially a locker. My husband works at a place where they have a little locker, and so I don't send him these. I send him the travel twist. So, which reminds me, I could have grabbed a travel twist. But those are the small things that people don't normally use. Wax, you can send wax. Honestly, I'm not going to send, I may send a cube of wax, something new out of one of the collections, or maybe one of my favorite scents, or something that's seasonal. And that way they get something that is smelling warm, or the spice, or the bakery. And I'm going to ask them, what kind of scents do you like? I don't have it in everything, but I'm going to try and fit that is best for you. However you want to word it. Guys, there is always ChatGPT if you're needing help with wording of like, I really want to get this to a customer. This is what I'm supplying. I would like some text prompts to send the customer about these products. What questions do you need to know? Or what questions can you ask me so you know more information? Ask it. Ask it, what do you need to ask me? What information should I supply to you when I'm trying to do XYZ? Guys, ChatGPT will blow you away for your business if you're wanting to know what to send, how to send, and who to send it to. I know I keep saying I need to do a training on it, but it's so hard because it is so specific to a different thing. It's almost kind of one of those one-on-one conversations you need to have with someone to walk them through how to use ChatGPT. Hand cream. Like, just tell them they're seasonal. These are great for little gifts, especially stocking stuffers for your family, or if you're having one of the office parties, these are really great to stick in there, especially if it's a female. And then that way you can add some hand soap, or if you don't want to go that way, you can do the lotion, and then maybe you can, I don't know. There's other ideas. I know I'm not, my whole brain isn't working this morning, but that's okay. But that's a different item. So think about what you have. Don't worry about ordering anything. Now, if you don't have any product at your house at all, then figure out when you want to start these. Maybe you don't want to do them right now. Maybe you're going to open up a party. You're going to have that party go until you can get rewards. With those rewards, you're going to keep these influencer bags in your mind of like, what can I do? Now, again, I keep referencing that podcast. You need to make sure that you go and check it out because Malin had so many different ideas. Guys, this is not an overnight, hey, I'm going to start cold messaging and spamming people about these influencer bags. She already has a system in place. So what you need to do, you don't have the products perfect. You know why? Because now you're going to start connecting with your customers in their DM or on comments as you are growing and deciding who you want to be in your influencer bag. So I filled this one up here. Let me show you what this other one looks like with all these products. Oh, here, I'll hold this up. Hold on. Let me hold this up real quick so you guys can see. Now, this is just the outside. They can see it. There's a lot of space on the inside. If you want to do, she didn't do testers. I do have a whole bunch of testers that if I really wanted to give away some wax, but maybe it's not a seasonal one, maybe it's something that's a returning, so I have extra testers of that scent, then I could throw it in there. I could have some catalogs in here. She put 3 catalogs. You can print off some order forms if you want order forms. You can do a little flyer. There are so many things that you can do with this bag. Now, because this bag, again, is bigger in here, if you wanted to put like one of the buddy clips or one of the, I guess the charms, the charm clips, you could put one of those in there or put it on the outside of the bag. Just think about what things do you use? What Scentsy do you use that you could talk about, ask questions about, Ask them how they liked it. Is it the scent? Is it the product? Is it how it's used? Is it what it does? There's so many different things on the aspects of these. So again, this is what it looks like. I don't have anything right now on the inside, but I would be putting my catalogs in here. I'd be putting some information, some of the brochures that I have extra laying around. But let me pull these out and I'll show you what it looks like in the, so this was a gardening, it was, or a tool, I'm sorry, it was called a tool caddy. Pull all this stuff out so I can show you what it looks like in the other one. Now, again, this is mesh, so you can see it is see-through. This one is not. Okay, so this one was the more expensive one. This was like $13.99. Okay. And let's see if these fit into here. Like I really didn't. I just grabbed the bags and yep. So it fits in here. Now it's not quite as snug, but again, the bottom is a little bit of a better base. I probably would spread these out a little bit because it does circle around. Here. Okay. So they do fit in the outside really well. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. So you have different products in there. Again, you can just add what you have. Add what you have. So we could do a room spray in one of these. You can do the fan in another one. Now, again, has a really large opening, so you can put something else in here. That can be your information. You could even put the products on here on the inside, the bigger ones. You can put those on the inside and then just put everything else on the outside. They don't really show very well, so again, you kind of want it to be presentable. Again, there's the scent circle. So those are just some different options. So I did put those in on the inside. I still would put them on the outside. I put them on the inside to see if it worked better, and I definitely didn't like them. I like the bigger stuff on the outside. Even if all the pockets aren't filled, that's okay. Throw some of this stuff on the inside. Again, you can print off stuff. You can type up something if you want to do it in Canva about like information about the products. And then that way you have something you could put in there, but I would still text it to them. So you can always add some things to here. Again, you have the buddy clips will go in here. I don't know if the charm clips, because I think the hook itself is going to be too big for both of these. So maybe not the charm clip on this one, but definitely the buddy clip you can still add to it. You can decorate this up as good or as easy as you want. It does not have to be fancy. Guys, you can even buy one of those pre-made bows, the Christmas bows. Fancy this up for seasonal. You can throw in some, you can always put some ribbon on one of these, the curling ribbon. That's real easy. You don't have to be creative to do it. All you do is tie it on here and then curl it with the back of a scissors. Like that's all you do. Curl on the same side, so it curls up. You can tie one of these on each one of the bottles. You can tie it on different things. If you want to feel like a little bit fancier, you don't have to do all that. So this is the other influencer bag. Out of the two, my honest opinion was I'd probably use the shower caddies, the mesh shower caddies. I feel like because it's see-through, you can see the products better. And I probably wouldn't put all three on one side, thinking about it. That way the weight is not off-centered. I'd probably put one in the middle and then two on this side here. And then fill up the bags. So this side has two. Oh, I just realized. So this side has two and this side has three. So the pockets there are different. There's one big pocket on each side. So you could put two of them on this side and then one over here, or put the two over here and put the one in the middle, add the other items to it. So this is a shower caddy. This is mesh. The only thing I didn't like about it is that it's very foldable, very collapsible. So that means it's not going to hold its form. That means stuff may lean over, fall over. So that's why I liked her other basket. Play around with it. She said that the best stores, or what was very similar to what she had in Canada, is like Home Goods, Target. Check over in the bathroom, check over in the tool area. You might find something that's a little bit more sturdy, but maybe not as much because it may not be as pretty. And then you can also check in their baskets and their home decor, things like that. Sometimes those caddies are still used in the bathroom. But bathroom caddies, tool caddies, you can search it online. You can check on your local store. So let me know what you guys think. Again, this was just something I took off of the podcast that we did on Tuesday with Malin Bowles. Absolutely amazing, guys. She was so much fun. Find things that you have, things that you have extra of. Use this influencer bag to start making you some money. Start utilizing what you have already before you're buying more product. Now, if you don't have any product, claps and applause for you, because that means that you are not having to keep inventory, which you don't. You don't. As a Scentsy consultant, you do not have to have inventory to be a consultant, because they can order off the website just like you do. So, in conclusion, this is the influencer bag. This is basically my spin off of the podcast that we had earlier this week with Malin Bowles. This is just the items that I had that are already open that I would put in there and my ideas behind it. Again, I would make sure that there is some product lists or some catalogs that are put into the bag. So that way, if they decide to share it, use it, they can share it with their friends, give them a timeline, guys, and don't use a lot of money. If you go and you buy all new products and you give them brand new bottles, you buy a $40 bag that you're going to give it to them and it doesn't come back, are you going to be upset? Now, these $13 or the $11.99 mesh bags, I'm not going to really be upset about it. This is a test. This is a trial. This is just something for me to see if that works. So I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't come back. I just know I need to do it differently the next time. So make sure that you can afford to lose it, or for it to be damaged, or for it not to be, for it to get lost or taken. I mean, guys, people are going to be taking these. These are going to be amazing. And then you need to, again, watch the podcast on how she selects the people and how she's getting into their DMs and how she is working through that process. It's not an overnight. It's not something you can try today and be successful tomorrow. I mean, you could if you're already doing some of the basic steps. You need to make sure that you're in contact. You're in contact with your customers, with the people that are purchasing from you, and you have a good rapport that you could be like, hey, I've noticed you on social media on XYZ. Maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's TikTok. And I'd really love if you would do some videos. You could even do some cards. Now, again, this is all just was popping in my head. You could do some cards of like, this is how, set up your camera in your kitchen, spray the counter. You can either do video or still, spray it before, spray it after, or watch it, wash up, whatever. And that could be like real ideas or TikTok video ideas or still picture ideas. Just you could give them those suggestions. So if they're already really good at Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, then you may not need to give them that prompts, but you may be able to give them the idea or the story behind it. Guys, you just got to figure out what works for you. What are you good at or what are you good at? What can you work on and what can you improve on? And can you take this idea and make it your own? Guys, don't do it like Malin. Don't do it just like me. Try to find your way to look at this idea and figure out how to make it your own and see what works. This is what may work for me. I don't know. I don't really know if it's going to work. This is not something I was good at before, but I'm trying it in a different way. Using it as an influencer bag, I need to be watching, paying attention to who is already posting about their restaurants, that food that they eat, who is already posting about the areas that they go to, that they show off whenever they're over here, over there, those type of things. Those are the people that I want to give an influencer bag to. I just got to also make sure that they're local. If not, they're getting all the same stuff just without the bag. I can ship it over to them, but it's all going to be sample size so they don't have to send anything back. Oh, okay. That was a lot. I ran through it really fast. I hope you guys get some information out of this content. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know I haven't been as available or as I haven't been putting out as much content, but I'm going to be changing up my platform a little bit. I've been working on my journey and I think I may start a new playlist. So this may be the last of the find your journey type thing or my journey along the way, because I think I'm going to be moving into something a little bit different. Still with Scentsy, just trying to figure out what works on my site. I don't know. You know what? I'm throwing ideas out there. This is really off the cuff. I do not have a script. I do not follow anything, because trust me, I probably wouldn't have said that, because I'm kind of regretting it. I can't stop doing these. I love doing these journeys, but maybe I'll be adding in a new one And maybe I'll try to get at least one video a week or maybe two, maybe two of the journeys. But guys, I'm Cassie Bollinger. This is my journey. I have shown you guys for the last 40 or 41 episodes the different things that I have worked on and tried in my business, the things that worked well, the things that have failed, the things that I had to reevaluate, retweak, figure out something else that works. Tonight was all about influencer bags of what we saw on my podcast on Tuesday, and trying to take the idea that someone else has shown and see how I can put a spin on it. Again, I couldn't find the bags that she had, but she's in Canada, so it's a little bit different for here. So I ordered my things off of Amazon. I'll have the descriptions down in the. I'll have the links down in the descriptions. So don't worry, I'll give them to you, and you'll have them. And I think that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get more updates. Guys, I love you. If you haven't heard today, I love you. You're strong. You are worthy. You are important, and you can do this business. Put your mind to it and you got it. Love you guys.